Hey guys, this is Rosie from showandtelllearning.com, and I am super excited that you're taking the next step in your photography business by trying to figure out this thing called pricing. Seriously, it's one of the most stressful things that we have to deal with as photographers. How often do we change our prices? How do we change our prices? How do we know how much we need to make? All these things float in our heads constantly, and it is so stressful, and it affects so many different parts of our business. That's what I'm here to help you with. When I do my webinar, I want you to make sure that you have a pen and paper ready to go. You're going to have these mind-blowing moments that are so simple, but I want you to write them down, because if you don't take action on them right away, you might just forget. I also want you to spread the word. How many photographers do you know that might be struggling with their prices? And the cool thing is, honestly, pricing is not as competitive as you think it is. Pricing has to be based on what you need as a business person more than anything. If you don't know how much you need to make per session, then you really don't have much of a business leg to stand on. That puts you in a different market than, say, your neighbor who might have different financial needs, or the person down the street that seems to be killing it and has a totally different clientele than you. But again, they have a totally different clientele than you. I want you to understand that pricing is personal. Pricing does attract certain clients, good and bad. We're going to go over that in the webinar, but I want you to find the right clients for you. And it absolutely is based on, in part, pricing and the psychology that you have going into it. I want you to be able to better understand how to set up your a la carte pricing and even start to understand how to set up your collections. There's a lot of information I'm going to be sharing with you within this hour, so please make sure that you are ready to come prepared, willing to learn. I'm also happy to answer your questions throughout the webinar. I'm going to be following a format, but if I see something that stands out, I'd be more than happy to answer it. So please make sure to ask along the way if I'm going too fast or too slow, or if you have a certain question related to something that I'm talking about. I'd love to help. I'm also going to be talking about an amazing course I'll be offering regarding pricing that'll help hold your hand through it, because I know that when I started getting into my own pricing, it was overwhelming for me to figure it out myself. I wish I had someone who has been in the industry longer, who can understand where it feels or how you feel when you're trying to just get this all done by yourself. So I will help you through that, but you have to be part of the webinar in order to make sure you're hearing it. So make sure tomorrow we're going to be on at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. I want you to be there, super excited, ready to learn. By the time you see this video, it might actually be today, which would be even better because you can get started on your pricing even sooner. I'm Rosie with Show and Tell Learning. Check out my website if you want to get to know me a little bit better at showandtelllearning.com. Drop me a line if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon at the webinar. Bye, guys.